Hello and welcome to Poopyville version 2.0. We've made a lake for our poopies. We also added some extra pumps. And we've added an outlet from said lake to the cleaning area. Well, let's go have a look at that. So this is where all our poopy goes. This is going to take about 7 years to fill up. Because obviously, as this comes in, it also drains away. So we may need to add a load more of these in order to fill this up. It comes down here once it reaches the top, gets to here, hopefully gets cleaned, and then comes down here and gets sucked up by these guys. At the moment, the city is fed by this. But it doesn't look like this is going to do the trick. There is actually a bigger version, this puppy here, which could go on the shoreline here. And hopefully do the trick, because we need this hole to fill. So the more sewage we can get coming in, the better. So let's connect these guys up. And do that. And now these guys are also filling the hole. Let's hope that these guys and these guys can fill this hole. Otherwise, this is going to be a colossal waste of time. And at the moment, it would seem like they cannot. I think the hole may be a little big. Let's make the hole smaller. Give it less runoff space, and then hopefully it will do the trick. No, not over here. In there. We want you to fill it up. Ah, there we go. Now it's filling. That's much better. Okay, so why is that not draining past this point? I'm hoping that once this gets into there, this will actually drain past. Let's have a look at this bit here, because this is obviously not good. I want it to run down, so hopefully it will push it through. Let's, oh, no, not that. That. Okay, the city is currently running and building in. As you can see, it's at top speed. Where's our doobity-doo-doos? There they are. Alright, let's put that back in. And is that water gonna just run away now? We can hope. There's probably a bit of a dip there or something. Okay, so we know that it requires around about 4 of those cleaning doodads in order to clean the water to drinkable level. Where are we going to put them? I don't know. And then, once we get some sewerage in here, we can actually start plopping in the doobie ding-dong thingamabobs. That's their technical name, that is. Okay, so I'm going to let this fill up, and then we'll come back. Right, so what I was thinking is, obviously once this is filled up, it's going to head down here and into here, and then head from there down here. So what we're going to need is some of those cleany doohickeys in this area. So I'm going to plop those in. I'm going to use Anarchy, because obviously they need to go on water. And as yet, there is no water in here. But what we're hoping is that as the water goes by those, it will just get cleaned and probably soaked up by the ground at for the start, and then hopefully it'll head out the other side. Okay, how are we doodling? It's almost half full, so I'll be back. We're almost there. It's all like, you know, kind of, ooh, brimming. Do we think we need some more of these? Maybe another one here. We'll see how it goes. See if this is enough, or these are enough to feed along here, get cleaned, and come out here. I've actually turned off the water pumps at the moment. These ones. So that we can actually check the water levels. Not the levels, the water pollutions. And we need more water. So let's plop one of those in. We're taking it straight from the river at the moment. And we have a power issue. Why do we have a power issue? Ah, because he had a water issue. Okay. There we go. Crisis averted. So I popped in another 3 sewage plants, as you can see. Because it wasn't filling up quick enough for my liking. It's taking forever to fill up. Hey, we've reached. It's reached the area. Okay, it's just got to do a little bit of uphill climbing and then it can get out. I don't know what's occurring there. And here it comes. And it's gone. Come on, you can do it. There is water getting to this side now. Oh, wowzers. Let's have a look and see if it's clean or not. It is. It's clean. And drinkable. Okay, so now we have a constant flow of water. This is good stuff. I'm not sure how clean this water is and why it's disappearing at this point because this pump is switched off. But it's getting out. Let's have a look and see if it's clean. It is not perfectly clean. So I think we're going to need a few more of these. Maybe one there, and that might do the trick. Or we could try just moving that one here. That one here. And that one here. And see if that does the trick. Obviously, we have to wait for it to be perfectly clean before we can actually give it to our residents. It is getting that way, I think what we might need to do is put another one over here rather than on the exit. That is almost perfectly clear. Look at this. There's just a tiny tinge of brown in there. Not much. So I reckon if we chuck another one of these over here using the anarchy, and then hopefully that will do the trick. That will clean it up a treat. And now it is perfectly clean. Look at that. And it's almost getting past this point. It shouldn't have a problem getting past there, because, as I said, this pump isn't switched on. But it's almost like there's a big wall here stopping it getting through. But we now have poopy water turned into drinking water. Just like the city that you probably live in now. This is exactly what happens. Obviously, they use a bit more chemicals and stuff, but this is basically what happens. So if we switch this on, he will now suck that dry, probably. Oh no, it's still flowing. Okay, so it's getting past there now. And heading for the other pumps, which is good. The only thing I'm worried about these is they're causing a backlog, blockage, basically. And what I'm worried about is these guys will slow the flow down so much that this will just soak up everything. But at the moment, it's doing well. It's being funneled into here, and then down here, and then down here, and has it reached there yet? It has. So this can now be reintroduced into the river without any problems of pollution. Completely recycled water. Or recycled poop. That seems to be doing the trick. What we got? 6 of them. No, yeah 6. I really must learn to count one day. So 6 of those cleans the water up to a sparkly clean water. Okay, so can we turn this one on? If I turn that one on, does it work? It seems every time I turn a pump on, the water goes a bit further down the line. I don't know why we're not making any money. I mean, these guys have all got everything they need, so I'm not sure what's going on there. See, this is a little bit uphill, so I expect it to stop here. And obviously it had to be uphill to stop the river getting in. So we now have 2 pumps running, which is good. So we should be able to just demolish these 2. And our city should be full of water. And so far, so good. It is poopy water, but it is water. And why are people getting sick? Why are you sick? What are you... What are... Oh, never mind. Okay. Citizens are sick. Crime rate is high. Okay, so... Why are you sick? Drinking water is dirty. But it wasn't. To start with, it wasn't. So why are you falling ill? The water is perfectly clean. So why are they moaning about the drinking water? And even down here, it's perfectly clean. What's this now? What are you doing? What are you moaning about now? Oh my goodness, they just moan, moan, moan. Citizens are sick. Okay, the drinking water is clean. So why are you being gits about it? I mean, look at that. That is actually cleaner than the river water. Maybe... Well, no, they shouldn't have already been sick. The water was coming from here. So there is no reason for them to have actually been ill. And this water is pure. It's cleaner than the river. We are getting such clean and sparkly fresh water coming out of there. Hopefully this sickness will clear up, because this water is fine. This looks like it was happening before we actually turned these pumps on. Or maybe turning them off doesn't actually turn them off, because that's what it seems to be, because this one wasn't on, but the water wasn't getting past this point until I turned it on. Then the water went past. It's very strange. Okay. So you can clean your poopy water. It just takes a lot of effort to do it. And your citizens seem to bitch and whine about the water being dirty, although it's not. Yeah, they're all moaning about the drinking water, and the water is fine. Okay, let's make sure. Sure. Let's stick the anarchy on again and plop a couple more of those in. And there we are. That's now... It's clean when it comes out here, and now it's even cleaner when it gets down here. Unfortunately, they do cause a bit of a flow issue. And floating in the air, which is good. Yeah, they are running. Okay, that's fine. Right, so... Is this going to overflow? This is the problem we may have. Because obviously these are causing a restriction in the flow. Along with obviously the width of this. We could add another one. But we don't really want to. That, and let's see how that works. They're a bit high up, but hopefully they'll still function. That's going to be dirty in there, isn't it? Dirty! But hopefully these will take out what's left from these guys. I mean, it's relatively clean when it comes out, so it's not too shabby. But now this will start to drop. Yeah, I can already see it dropping. So we may have to add more. We did put rubbish trucks in, didn't we? Yeah, this is the city from last week that we did put the rubbish and everything in, and they're all stuck. Oh, crikey. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Right, so we have tons of water, so why are they moaning about water now? I just saw you moan about the water, so don't even try that stuff. Let's have a look at the water. Yeah, the water availability is good. And we should never, ever have a problem with sewage availability or processing. So these two inlets to this area are doing very well. They are cleaning the water a treat. And these two are just backups. Anything that is missed by these two should get. So let's have a look at our pollution. And look at that. That is spotless. Especially compared to that. That is like, ew. And it gets down here and it is spotless. So let's turn this puppy on. See what happens. See if the water gets there. Because it seems that every time we turn a pump on, the water goes a bit further down the channel. Not this time. You'd think it would actually run all the way down here. So this works. That's cool. So if in future someone asks you, where does that bottled water come from? You can tell them. I'll see you next week.